Welcome to Marketing 101 with Jennifer McCord. We're going to spend the next few minutes discussing paid media trends. Now, where does paid media fit in? As you recall, over the past few weeks we've been learning the 4 P's of marketing: promotion, price, place, and product. Paid media is within the promotion category, which is often referred to as advertising. Understanding paid media trends will help us identify how best to format a campaign to reach our target audience. Currently, there's nearly infinite options for paid media. We could go on television, we could have streaming television, there's radio, there's paid radio, we have print, we have newspapers and magazines, we have direct mail, we have mobile devices. The options are seemingly endless. So first, as critical marketing people, we want to understand what's working in the industry. So note, in the table in front of us, we have degrees of difficulty over here to the left, and then across the bottom, levels of effectiveness. So it's important to understand that certain marketing activities are reasonably easy to implement and reasonably effective. So things like email marketing, direct mail, pay-per-click advertising, and webinars are all important to consider. So globally, where are advertising dollars being spent? Here you see 2014 and then projections out to 2017. And let me draw your attention to the change in the green area, which is mobile internet advertising. So naturally, this is a category that's continuing to grow, whereas areas such as newspapers and magazines are losing share. So once again, looking here, we see print dramatically down over time. So let's partner this information with what media are people consuming. As we think about the typical day, we see that people are spending a relatively low percentage of their time looking at print media, and yet a large percentage of advertising dollars is going to print media. So that's traditional marketing, whereas what we need to be doing is focusing more on mobile, where a lot of our consumers are spending time, but very few of our advertising dollars are currently being spent. So for example, what's the first thing you do in the morning? Well, if you're like 62% of all respondents from the survey, you are going to immediately reach for your cell phone after waking up. In fact, 4 out of 5 people reach for their smartphone within 15 minutes. So cell phones are truly integrated into every aspect of our lives. In addition to all these different categories of paid media, it's also important to understand that people interact with each type of social media or media in different ways. So for example, in this chart, we can see that 68% of people use Facebook on their mobile device, whereas 32% use the desktop. Whereas other forms are the complete opposite, where, for example, on LinkedIn, the majority of users view it using a desktop device versus only 26% view it mobilely. So in summary, it's important to understand that while there are endless paid media opportunities, it's very important to match the opportunities to your target market, making sure to include or at least discuss some mobile applications of advertising, and always include low-hanging fruit, such as those easy to implement media plans would include email marketing and webinars and pay-per-click advertising. And overall, make sure you stay on top of media trends so that moving forward, you are focused on what makes the most sense for the consumer. Any questions?